hugs him tightly. He wakes up from his dream with a heavy breath. American aircraft accident. Due to the accident, the world entered the moon above a set of apartments. Konstantin and his father are in check. The bookshelf is also seen caged with a fence. A man informs us that the anniversary of the accident falls on the full moon and alert those who perished in the accident. A large sound is heard in the room. Despite his best efforts, he loses his grip and rises to the ceiling. He is going to switch on the machine. As Konstantin closes his eyes, Konstantin cries in pain as he thuds to the ground. The father then checks his weight in the weighing machine and discovers it to be a little more than 100. He carries a spherical metal ball marking 20 kilograms in his bag, with binoculars, and watches through the window to the streets. This is the weird to two fat women who are apparently walking their dogs on floating leashes. It starts gossiping about Konstantin's father torturing Konstantin and envious of the fact that he can't go out. Konstantin tries his best to light on one of the sofas. He undresses his layers of clothes and starts sunbathing. Konstantin is committed to that tan. Later, as Konstantin gazes at her through the binoculars, she unties her hair, his clothes along with his pillow, and writes down hello on a chart. He arrives home from work. Konstantin serves him food that he cooked. His belonged to his mother, and suggests he put it back in its place. Konstantin gets nearer to 120 kilos. Konstantin peeps through the door hole to the excitement. He imagines the girl from the van playing swing, Southie way. He looks at the advertisement of the burger, which states that with good food, and starts having them. After eating, he checks his weight and becomes happy at Eames walks down the vehicle. He shows the chart through the window glass. The girl difficulty in swallowing them, he does not give up. He pushes the burgers down his stomach. Food poisoning. He hurries home quickly. As he arrives, he sees over the fridge, which states not to forget his promise while his father is flying, and sits to write something on the chart, dedicating it to the girl. Downstairs, tries his best to go out. He binds himself with a fridge and pushes still over it. The father then transports all the machines and heavy equipment and finds everything torn and thrown to the ground. He goes back to his room and flying up to the sky. His eyes open with shock on seeing. However, he notices that the shoes did not fly up. He throws them from a height. He comes to the kitchen the next day. The father brings the pair of shoes and puts them in. Woke. Konstantin slowly puts on the shoes and carries a bag of Matound outside the apartment with the shoes and bags on. His father walks her apartment and looks up at her. All of a sudden, he shuts off the power, closes his eyes, and keeps on rising upward. However, he feels someone back at him. Geez, what if there was wind? After watching the events, comes their surprise guest, an American astronaut, Dusan Pratik, and probably never recover from the dystopia they created. Subscribe.